Hey everyone, it's Daniel here, and I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but man, life just gets so damn busy. Like every time I start doing YouTube videos again, I really do start off with the best of intentions to stay consistent. And before you know it, I've been caught up with some personal life BS and I've fallen off the bandwagon. But in any case, with the climate of the world today, I guess you could say, due to the whole coronavirus, I mean, I've got a little bit of extra time on my hands with the whole lockdown thing and the gyms being closed and whatever else. So I'd be remiss if I didn't at least make a few workout videos. And on that train of thought, I mean, with the gyms being closed, a lot of people are struggling to find innovative ways to still get their workouts in. And I've always said, if you're the type of person that no matter what, you're going to get that workout in, then you're going to find a way. And you're going to adapt, you're going to improvise, and you're going to make it work. Whereas there are other people who, situations like this, it completely breaks them. They fall out of their routine. They start falling back into bad habits, and it's just a downward spiral. So my advice in times like this is to be the strong person. Don't use this as an excuse to stop training, but rather use it as motivation to push through, and hopefully you'll come out even stronger on the other end. But today what we're doing is we're taking you through a weighted calisthenics workout. I like to incorporate calisthenics, so bodyweight exercises, as well as weight training, isometric hypertrophy stuff, some strength training, boxing, running, cardio. I honestly believe you've got to do it all. I mean, the issue with a lot of young kids nowadays is they just want to be big, but there's no longevity in that. We're looking for an overall healthy approach to life where you can have functional mobility and longevity all the way up into your senior years. So what you're seeing now on the screen is our warm-up. Now, generally what our warm-up would look like if we weren't going to be doing such a back-heavy training day would be something called 10 to 1. This is usually what me and my friends will do, where we start at 10 pull-ups and we work our way down the ladder to 1, or you can do 1 to 10. And generally we do it alternating with 2 people. So I'll do 10 reps, my friend will do 10, I'll do 9, he'll do 9, so on and so forth down to 1. But like I said, because we're doing such a back-focused workout today, instead, so we don't completely pre-exhaust ourselves, we're just doing 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 reps. And what we're focusing on with this is essentially just getting some blood in the muscle and warming up. It's actually a cold autumn morning here in Sydney, Australia, and we're just trying to ensure that we're going to be ready to go for the exercises when they begin by making sure we're as warm as possible. The irony in that is, and I know it's not lost on me, it's that I'm going to have my shirt off in a couple of sets, so please don't write that in the comments, I'm aware. Okay, now that we are warmed up, we're going to get into the first exercise. So the first exercise, we're going to be doing weighted pull-ups. So it does help to have a friend here who can place the dumbbell in between your legs. It's possible to do by yourself, but it is just a little bit more awkward. So you want to ensure that the weight you're using is heavy, but not too heavy. Your rep range you're looking for here is about 8 to 10 reps, but you'll find as the sets progress, your rep range is obviously going to drop as you become more fatigued. Now we're going to be doing 4 sets total here, and I honestly am such a firm believer that there is nothing better than the pull-up for adding that width to your back. And I honestly believe that it should be in everybody's weekly training program. Now just keep this in mind, as you go on with your reps and your sets, you're going to be more likely to start doing cheat reps. I'd rather you do less reps with better form than more reps with shit form, okay? So what you want to be ensuring is you're getting a nice stretch at the bottom and then pulling up high, get your chin over the bar and get a nice contraction in your back. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to our second exercise. And man, if you know me, you know that I am a lover of supersets, and that's what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to be starting off with an underhand grip chin up, and the same principle applies to this as it did for the first exercise. You want to ensure that you're getting a nice stretch at the bottom, full extension, and all the way up, get your chin up over the bar. Again, rep range can be scaled. I'm doing about 8 to 10 reps. You can either reduce the rep range or increase it depending on your level of skill. Now, as soon as you finish your pull-ups, you're going to immediately go down and grab your dumbbell and do a single arm dumbbell row. Now, if you don't have access to a dumbbell, that doesn't matter. What you use doesn't matter. Your body doesn't know whether you're using a dumbbell, a kettlebell, a weight plate, or heck, even a jug of water. As long as you have some sort of resistance, some sort of weight, that's fine. You may not have access to a lot of weight. It may only be 5-6 kilos, but that's okay too. You can get just as good of a workout with 6 kilos as you can with 25 kilos if you know how to move the weight. So my advice with this would be to slow it down. Feel the motion. Feel the back contract, especially if you're using that lower weight. Get a stretch at the bottom and really make sure you're targeting the muscles that you intend, and get a nice contraction at the top and squeeze and hold that there. So I mean, I'm lucky. My cousin actually has a pretty decent gym set up in his backyard. And what we've done is just taken some of the dumbbells from his place and bring him to the park here. But like I said, if you don't have access to a heavier weight, it doesn't matter. You can get it done with literally a jug of water. A heavy bottle of water will work, or some books stacked up together. Whatever you can find and make work, then do it. With the chin-ups, like I said, we're doing 8 to 10 reps. And then with the single arm dumbbell row, 10 reps on each side should do it. Okay, so moving on to the next exercise, and just a forewarning, this one is a killer. So what we're going to be doing is a static chin-up hold. Now just keep in mind, as you're about to begin this exercise, you're already going to be extremely fatigued. Doing the weighted pull-ups and the dumbbell rows and everything you've done prior is just going to completely exhaust your back, your biceps, and your forearms, which unfortunately are going to be incorporated in this static hold quite a lot. Now, this static hold isn't just a back exercise. As I said earlier, your forearms are going to be engaged quite heavily. Your back, obviously, the really good thing about these static holds is that they engage some of those stabilizing muscles in your back that you normally wouldn't use. Generally, with a barbell row or a dumbbell row, what you're doing when you're at that top part of the motion is you're only there for a split second and then you're releasing. You're kind of just bouncing it off. With this static hold, you're actually holding in that engaged position, which is really working those little intricate muscles in the back. But I think overall, what this exercise works is actually the core. This is really great for all the stabilizing muscles in the core, and you'll find that you probably will feel this mainly in the forearms and in the abs. Now with this one, it's kind of up to you how long you go for. I like to do 3 sets of 30 seconds, which is pretty close to going to failure for me. At this point, man, like I said, you're kind of just holding on for dear life. So my cousin actually decided to jump in for a set of these when he originally decided he wasn't going to do it. But I mean, it looked like I was having so much fun. So obviously he was going to come and jump in. And the one that annoyed me about this set is he actually starts laughing and then he goes down, which makes me laugh and then go down earlier than I would have liked to have gone down. So Carlos, fuck you, man. Okay, so after the static holds, we're going to be moving into our last exercise. And as you can see, what we're doing here is a dumbbell pullover. We're actually going to be doing a superset. So we're going to be doing 3 sets of the dumbbell pullover superset with single arm bicep curls. Essentially, the reason we're doing that is because we've already kind of hit the biceps a little bit. So might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone and completely fatigue the bicep by just curling it out. We're going to be doing 3 sets total for both supersets, the dumbbell pullovers and the bicep curls. And the reason I really like these dumbbell pullovers is, I mean, you can use it as a chest exercise, but I really like to let the arms drop down low below my head and pull up using the rhomboid. So that's that center muscle in the middle of your back there, just below the traps. And I find that this dumbbell pullover really targets it in a way that not many exercises can. So yeah, like I said, the key with this one is to get that stretch on the way down and just pull up using that center part of your back. Now, obviously, if you're going down and you're feeling pain like in your shoulder or something else, then stop. This one isn't for you. You kind of need to have a decent range of motion for this one as well. Now for the second set, I've actually found a bench that was a little bit more flat. That first set, I was kind of on a decline and I was sliding a little bit back as the weight was going behind my head. So with this set, I don't need Carlos to hold my ankles down and I can do it by myself. Now the thing to keep in mind with the bicep curl is you want your elbow locked into the side of your knee there for stabilization. Get a nice extension on the way down. That's kind of the most important thing for me in regards to a bicep curl, is that stretch right at the bottom. Feel the stretch, feel the muscle fill with blood, and then squeeze and contract to make sure your mind-muscle connection is good and you're targeting the bicep, not your shoulder, not your back, the bicep. So once you do your 3 sets with 10 reps on each, then you're done. Alright guys, so that is the workout done. I want to thank you all for watching the video. I believe that times like these either make or break people, and if you're not the type of person that's able to improvise, adapt and survive, then all it takes is something like the coronavirus for you to fall back into bad habits and to stop your training and cheat on your diet. But if you're the type of person that is malleable and is able to adapt to the times and the situations, then you will come out of this experience even stronger. Now, I believe in a holistic approach to health and fitness. That's why you'll never see me only doing one thing. I don't just do bodybuilding training anymore. I don't just do calisthenics. I do a whole variety and a range of different things, because I believe in order to be truly fit and healthy, you need to incorporate a balanced lifestyle. So that's why I incorporate isolation hypertrophy training. I incorporate calisthenics. I'll do boxing and running for cardio. I do strength training, powerlifting training, because I believe in order to be the best version of me, I need to be multifaceted and balanced. So with that being said, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I'll see you all very soon.